Hello friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. Alpha build 3 going along here. I have a new microphone, so hopefully the audio quality will be slightly better. I noticed in my previous videos that sometimes when I speak quietly, the audio would kind of drop out. And there wasn't a lot I could do about that. I tried to do as much as I could in post-processing without ruining the louder parts of the video, but it was not ideal. I couldn't get it quite how I liked. So hopefully this new microphone will work better. Side effect though is you'll probably hear my keyboard now. It's a mechanical keyboard, so it's quite loud. I'll do what I can to diminish it, but I think you're still going to hear my keyboard clicking. Who knows, that might add some authenticity. Another fix is I got the game to render in 1920 by 1080 completely. So now, for me, there's missing parts on the top and the bottom, but for you guys, you should be able to see the entire screen. That might sound weird and complicated. The point is that you'll see the entire game screen as you're supposed to. Third, I found a gamma filter I can apply to my recording software. So I boosted the gamma a little bit, and that should help you guys be able to see in the dark. So I think you guys will be able to see a little bit more than I will be able to when I'm playing. So if I comment about the darkness and you're like, what the heck is he talking about? Just know that I've boosted the gamma, so you're probably seeing a little bit better than I will be in the game. So without further ado, let's get back to our Let's Play here. So before we get started, I'm just going to make a new save so that I remember where I am. And when we left off last time, we were just sold all our stuff from the dungeon we went to. So we gotta go back to Mr. Hasfat and Tabalus and go give him the puzzle box that we searched so long and hard for. So here he is. Do you have that little favor I asked? Perfect, just what I was looking for. Just let me take this Dwemer puzzle box, and then I'll tell you what Caius will want to know about the 6th house, and about the Nerevarine. By the way, it's pronounced Nerevarine. I was saying Neverine before. Apparently it's Nerevarine, which you can kind of see from the spelling, but I'm going to do my best to pronounce it that way. For some reason, my brain just wants to say Neverine. But I'm going to do my best. By the way, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested, after you delivered your report to Caius, come back and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arkenhand. So the Dwemer puzzle box has been removed from our inventory, and our journal has been updated. Let's ask him about the 6th house. House Dagoth is the 6th house, the lost 6th house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any questions you have, but I'll also give you some notes to give to Caius, and recommend some 6th house references he should read. Hasfat's notes for Causates has been added to our inventory. Let's ask about House Dagoth. House Dagoth was the 6th of the 7 Dunmer great houses. Nothing remains of the 6th house. That's hard to say. 6th house. 6th house. Its members were all slain or adopted into other great houses following their treason in the War of the First Council. Their clanstead was called Kogorun. 6th house references. Here's a list of books. All of them will tell you something about the 6th house. and how it ended. The War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and the real Nerevar. Good luck finding them, though. The recent events have made these hard to come by. Some mysterious books. Okay. Is there anything? Let's ask him about the Dwemer puzzle box. Yes, the inscriptions on the box seem to be directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested, after you delivered your report to Caius, come back and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arcantand. What are the Dwemer? The Dwemer are the fabled lost dwarven race. See, I told you guys it was dwarves. Whose ruins and splendid artifacts are scattered across Tamriel. Elves use the term Dwemer, connoting various deep-delving, profound, and close-counseled. Imperial usage is Dwarven, derived in fable from the affectionate regard of the giant races for their little Dwemer friends. There are several Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, and many have found Dwemer artifacts. There are many Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, but the two largest are Musleft and Nuklenfugting. The names in this game, holy crap. Musleft is in the Sheagorad region, is cursed and dangerous, and access is forbidden. Nuklenfugting is occupied by an expedition of the Imperial Archaeological Commission and is not open to visitors. Dwemer artifacts. Weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found in Dwemer ruins. They are prized by historians and antiquarians and very valuable. The Emperor, however, has declared all newly discovered Dwemer artifacts to be possessions of the crown, and forbids their trade or sale. Now smuggling Dwemer artifacts is treason, but smugglers will still risk execution for such a profitable crime. Huh. What about disappearance of the dwarves? Let's expand this. Can we? No? Oh well. The disappearance of the dwarves predates Imperial written records. Dunmer oral accounts record that the Dwemer were utterly destroyed by the gods for profane practices and impiety. Dwarven ruins are scattered across Tamriel, and weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding their disappearance of the dwarves remains one of Tamriel's greatest mysteries. Yes, the box was just what I was looking for. What about the Nerevarine? The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Nerevar is a legendary hero and saint of the Temple, but the Temple denies the prophecy and persecutes heretics who believe in the Nerevarine. Tell Caius that Sharn Gra Musgab would be a better person to ask about the native faiths and superstitions. What is the Nerevarine? The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nerevar will unite the Dunmer. Oh, we already read that. Cool. I guess we go back to Caius Cossades now. Let's look at those notes. The following are notes prepared by Hasfat Entobulus for Caius Cossades. 6th House. House Dagoth is an extinct great house in the wake of the ancient battle of Red Mountain. Its leadership was revealed to have plotted treason and was discredited. Many of House Dagoth died defending the house. Those survivors who were faithful to the Great Council were redistributed among the other houses. The temple says the ancient legendary evil beings that dwell beneath Red Mountain in Dagoth-Ur region are the original leaders of this extinct house, sustained by some powerful evil sorceries. Other references. These books include references to the 6th House and its destruction. The bookseller Dorisa Darville over in the commercial district might have copies. Oh, maybe we should go check out that. The War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and the real Nerevar. The real Nerevar sounds interesting. So let's go look for those books. We might not read all of them right away, but we can at least have them on hand. It's the commercial district. I already forget what he said that lady's name was. Dorisa Darvel over in the commercial district. I'm guessing the commercial district is somewhere over here. I'm not seeing the scribbled scroll. That kind of sounds like a book trader, right? No. Well, let's see what she has anyway. Any books? No. Okay. Well, let's see. If I remember, I believe there's like 2 shops up here somewhere, like in the back here. This might be where we're supposed to go. Find what? Find alchemist. Find clothes. I guess not. Well, let's just go back to Caius then. Oh yeah, I also noticed that in some of my previous videos, the game had some visual artifacting when I would turn, so I think I found better recording settings, so hopefully this looks a little bit nicer now. Good old Caius. Are you here to discuss your orders, Soren, or is there something else you want? These notes are from Hasfat Antibolus? Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look over them in more detail later, but now I have some new orders for you. Alright. I've glanced at Hasfat Antibolus' notes. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Nerevarine cult. Hop on over to the Balmora Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Get Sharn Gra Musgob to tell you what she knows about the Nerevarine. She'll have some silly errand for you. Do what she asks and report back when she's given you the information. Very smart. For an orc, an unhealthy interest in the dark arts, perhaps, but very smart. She's always worried that the temple will bust in and stick her in a fire, and worried with good reason. What's the temple? The Tribunal Temple is the native religion. They worship 3 god kings, Almalexia, Sotha, Sil, and Vivek, who are known together as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They are narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire. Particularly their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as members, but few Outlanders join except for the services. Talk to Feldero Saldry at the Balmora Temple if you're thinking of joining. What kind of services? We have our own Blades trainers, of course, and there are many public services available in Balmora. Members get better prices from guild services. The Balmora Fighters Guild and Balmora Mages Guild are across the river. You'll find contacts for the Balmora Thieves Guild in the south wall up the street. And there's an Imperial Cult Shrine at the nearby Moonmoth Legion Fort. Thieves Guild, eh? Up the street. I think the Thieves Guild will have a lot of stuff we might want since we're stealth class. So, is this what he's talking about? No. South Wall Corner Club. That's what we were looking for in the very beginning. It's way over here. I'm not going to talk to any of these guys in super detail. I just want to see if they have training. Ooh, that's expensive. Train. Sugar Lips. Join the Thieves Guild. You look like you may have some skill you want to join, or maybe you want to know what we're all about. Yeah, let me in. You are now a toad in the Thieves Guild. Welcome, Brother Sword. Talk to me when you want some odd jobs to do and when you think you're ready for advancement. If you have a price on your head, there are those you can talk to as well. Alright. I need to have a higher rank. Alright. What about you? Security, acrobatics. So expensive. I don't offer any services. Who told you that? Why not? You totally offer services, friend. It's a bit mysterious. Nope. Nope. Do you sell anything? Oh, you offer training. Nah. I need lockpicks. I would also like to find that bookseller at some point. But let's go back to let's go to the Mages Guild. We'll see what's up. Get our next quest. Hopefully it doesn't take me as long as the puzzle box. Here we are at the Mages Guild. So, who are we looking for? Quests. The Spymaster told me to get Sharn Gra Musgob at the Balmora Mages Guild to tell me about the Nair of Rain, and then report back to him. I'll have to do a little errand for her first, he says. I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Right? Rather than pay informants with hard cash, Caius Cossage trades favors for information. And as the new recruit in the organization, I provide the favors. Ah, well. A lesson in humility. I'm just an errand boy. Okay, so where are you? Yeah, here we are. No interruptions. How many times? Oh, you are one of Caius's associates. That is a different matter. Caius and I have a very satisfactory arrangement, and I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement if you will complete a little errand for me. The errand, then, is very simple. I need the skull of Level Andrano. You'll find it in an Andrano ancestral tomb, but take care not to upset the natives. The Dummer have some very primitive prejudices against necromancy, and take grave objection to unauthorized tomb visits. Who is this guy? He was no one special, a journeyman enchanter. There may be many skulls in Andrano's tomb, but you'll have no problem recognizing Lavul's skull from the ritual markings. How do I get to the ancestral tomb? The tomb is south of Pelagiad, just off the road, just before you reach the fork, where the road goes southwest towards Seyda-Neen and southeast to Vivec. You may need an enchanted blade. Some spirits are immune to normal weapons. Here, take this old short sword, and maybe these old scrolls will come in handy. Enchanted blade. Fireblade has been added to your inventory. 2 scrolls of Taldum's Scorcher has been added to my inventory, and 2 scrolls of Vitality. Okay. Tell me about necromancy. In the Empire, necromancy is a legitimate discipline, though body and spirit are protected property and may not be used without permission of the owner. But in Morrowind, the Dunmer loathe necromancers and put them to death. That's absurd, of course, since Dunmer summoned their own dead to guard the tombs and defend the family. Sacred necromancy is righteous, while philosophical necromancy is evil. It's primitive superstition, that's all. Okay, let's look at that weapon. Here we are, the Fireblade. So it has thrust 6 to 14, fire damage 1 to 15. Let's redo our keybinds here. Silver longbow. Let's put our silver short sword there, and the new one there. Okay. And then what about our scrolls? So this is a fire damage spell on touch. So I think that means I literally have to get up there and touch the enemy. And restore health 2 points for 60 seconds on self. Okay. I'm thinking I will need to stock up on potions again. Thankfully I think I bought them from her last time. Yeah, restore willpower. So let's get the 2 and the 4. That should be pretty good. Let's do some fatigue as well. These ones. Let's try and get her down to 95. Okay, 110. Well, I think that's it, fellas. I think we can journey to our next destination, and then that will probably be it for this episode. So let's head out. She said it was south of Pelagiad, so let's see if the Silt Strider goes to Pelagiad. I don't think it does, but we can check. It does not. So we're just gonna have to hoof it on foot. I wonder if they've already closed the gates since it's nighttime. They have. So we can just drop down. Like so. Boop. And we're off to Pelagiad. Going to get some guy's skull from his ancestral tomb. Hope you don't mind if I have a sip of coffee. I don't know how. It's hard to keep talking for a sustained period of time. My throat gets all dry and scratchy. Maybe I'll just adjust. So that's Pelagiad this way. So it is getting to be nighttime. I think you can probably appreciate now that you can see better. Let's see. Pelagiad is this way. Going through the mountains. Oh, there's an enemy. My spear skills just still sucks. Might as well take that, I guess. Pelagiad is this way. Oh. I didn't even see this guy. If I remember from when we came this way before, Pelagiad is this way. Yeah, it's all the way over there. So yeah, we can see pretty well at night now. It's not as ridiculous as it was before. For some reason, when you mod these games, modders love to make the games really dark for some reason. I don't know. I think they think it's more immersive. But in this game, it sucks because the torches and the lanterns and things don't even do anything. At least they barely do anything. Yeah. There's our estranged lover lady. Are you still out here?
May I help you?
Alright. Let's look up on our journal because we're close. So she says the Andrano ancestral tomb is south of Pelagiad, just off the road, just before the fork where the road goes southwest towards Seydanine and southeast of Vivek. Just before the fork. Okay. So I don't think we're quite there yet because Seydanine is. I think we have to go past past Pelagiad because Seydanine is where we came from in the beginning. Though we should check every fork. Just to be sure. Yeah, so this is Pelagiad up here. And there's... oh, that's the lady that was like insane. Yeah. Okay, so... Vivek, Seydanine. This is kind of a fork, maybe? But I think we might have to go a little bit more south here. Maybe. I think that sign there, that might be the fork she's talking about. Which probably means his tomb is right here. Indrano Ancestral Tomb. We got there. Alright, well, I think this is a good place to stop this episode. In the next one, we will search the tomb for the skull. And hopefully it won't take long as it did for us to find the puzzle box. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.